So carrying on, what are we on here? Part 3 now. I've done a little bit more. Let's get some better light. Where's my torch gone? Here. The sun was better earlier because it was round here and you could see. So if you can see in there, I've managed to get it so the end of the bolt is now flush with the welded on nut. But it's slipping, so that kit that I showed you, yeah, but it's slipping. So the 10mm one with the 3/4 drive, that's got to a point that that started to slip. The next size down, which is 9.5 supposedly, 3/8 won't go on. My other style, which is this style, did go on. That got that a little bit more, like another millimetre or two, and even that one's slipping now. So next job, I've got to try and either hold that on or hold that on somehow, because that one I can use a spanner on it. That one you can't because there's no hex. And if I can hold one of them on or force that next one down, this one, this 9.5, then I'll be able to get at the last bit, but I need to hold it on. So what I'm hoping is there's a small like puller there. This is for windscreen wiper blades really. I'm hoping that'll hold it on, do enough to hold it on so that then I can put a spanner on it and do the last bit. Wish me luck. Now I'm stuck. Can't get anything on it to grip enough to move. I tried various different bits and pieces. Trying holding sockets on and all sorts. So I'm going to have another think. Don't know what to do. I'm stuck. Don't want to take the arm out. Don't want to take the arm out. The problem is, this bush I might be able to get undone. That one, compressor's in the way. And I don't want to faff for taking the upper arm out just for that. So I've moved this wheel sensor cable out of the way so I can get at it easier. I might have to just cut the clamp on the cable, get the cable out of the way, give me a bit more space, and then maybe I can get the Stilsons on it. But I doubt it because the chassis leg's in the way because it's not like over to the side. Don't know what to do. But that's the module in there. What a faff. I should have cut the back end off and then I'd have had it off by now. Right, anyway, I need to go and scratch my head and have a think. I tried putting a rubber glove inside to get it to grip more, and I tried various different bits and pieces. But right now, my wrist is sore where I've had my angiogram thing in, the cannula in, so that's sore, so I can't do too much. Yeah, just thinking, stuck. Need that off before I do it, before I can get the module out, you see. Right, see you later. So I've won, can you see? I've got it out. There's no bolt in that hole. Yeah. So I had a bit of a think, went inside, decided what I've got to do is weld the socket on. So this is the style of, my old style of nut extractor. Basically just cleaned up the little bit that I could get to with a die grinder and a bit of tack so it doesn't come off and it welds it. So it's only on a part, but that was enough to stop it slipping, stop it falling off. I got it out. So I'll be able to retrieve that, I'll be able to cut that off there and get that socket back. But disconnected the battery over that end. So a tiny bit of grinding just there on the steel on the chassis to get me earth. That was enough to get that there. So now all those cables are now free. I'll be able to mark, put a wire or put something through where they're going to go, feed them through, get it out. So that's tomorrow's job, get the module out, and then I can start putting back together. Good, I won. Need to put some stuff away. Let's do that. So morning, we're working on getting this handbrake module out now. So we've got the cables through. This one, for those that know, when it's on the ground, is a right pain. you've got to get these clips out. Not clips, they're like little rubber bungs that go into a little thing on the chassis rail just up there. On the inside, just behind the rear, where the forward uppermost bushes for the upper trailing arm, the upper arm, on the inside of the chassis rail. Right pain to get that out of there and then to feed it all through. But that one's ready to go through. Other side, we'll go around the other side. So you might be able to see there, I've just got a plug and a cable going where the cable runs. At the moment I've got it on the wrong side of the brake hose. Now I'm going to change the brake hose, and I might take the brake hose off to give me more space to come through with the module, and then just cap it off. I think I might do that. Typically everything's proving to be a nightmare. That brake union won't undo. You see it's smoking at the minute because I've had heat on it. It's just turning the pipe and they're fixing the actual flexi where it goes into. They've not put any grease on it before they put it together. The pipe's corroded, everything's corroded. And it's had replacement rear brake lines as well. Yeah, that won't undo. I'm going to have to redo that rear brake line. I'm not convinced it's conifer either, I think it's copper. So we're going to have to, while we're at it, redo the rear brake lines. Right, let's have a look underneath. Find the joint. Got it. That took some doing. Right, I can start to get it sorted. Now the trouble is, because I had to undo that brake hose clamp there, the reason it's there is because I had it here. That union is leaking because it's all corroded. I must have banged it. So I need to replace this hose. I need to replace that pipe which comes to here. And then while I'm replacing that one, I might as well replace this hose. Can't undo that union. So there's a join right underneath the middle of the chassis, so I'm going to have to replace all this line, which I can do. I've just got to get a double connection, you know, a connector for underneath the chassis. It's just another job to do, isn't it? It just gets longer and longer. I bet you I have the same trouble on the other side, which means taking another heat shield off underneath. The one under the body, on above the exhaust, above the muffler, as they say. Right, let's crack on. Just trying to get the top off on the module now. Just trying to break the seal. We're getting there. You just got to go around and break all that rubber seal. Carry on. Pretty well sealed in there. That'd come out. That needs to fit in there. So we need to unhook this. Got to get the cables out, and then we can start stripping the gearbox. So yeah, pretty clean. We've obviously got to get rid of all the old silicone and then reseal it, but we can do that. Nobody's been in here before, so I've got that cable out. Need to figure out how to get that one off that white block. Disconnected the motor, disconnected that little bit where the ribbon cable goes to. That'll be the sensor to tell it where it is. Be able to get the motor out next, and then we can undo the gearbox and check the gears. So there's the gearbox. We'll go and sort this one inside. Torx bits you need to undo the gearbox. So we'll go sort this inside, and I'll check how you get that bit out, and then I can fit the new cables and put it back in. Well, seal it back up. I need to clean the sealant up. I've started a bit. Need to finish that off. So I've just taken the top off, and to be honest, that doesn't look too bad. The main gears look in pretty good nick. I'm just going to check that one there underneath that grease, so I'm just going to wipe it and we'll check them. Yeah, they look mainly okay. So look, certainly that main gear is not stripped at all. Just going to check the bit where the motor pinion sits, because that's brass. It's fine, isn't it? So possibly a bit there, but I think that's just mucky. Let's wipe it and see. Yeah, that's the same bit after wiping it. That's okay. Put that one back on. There. This one. I think the gears are okay, you know. That one's certainly okay. That one goes in there. I think this gearbox is okay. This one, I might have to just clean that one and just check that one. I'll clean it with some brake cleaner and double check that one. Just can't tell while it's still a bit mucky. No, I've cleaned that up. Perfect. Nothing wrong with it at all. So all this gear set is absolutely fine. Apart from changing the cables, I didn't need to take this apart. So it's all fine. So I'm just going to re-grease it, redistribute the grease, put it back together. So I've cleaned off all the old silicone or the old sealant and off the lid. Check the gearbox, redistributed the grease, put that back in, relax this bit onto there. Just got to fit the new cables, and then I need to go buy some grease, not grease, sealant to seal round. So I need to go buy some sealant now. Now, before I fit the handbrake module back, I want to repair that air line that I melted accidentally while trying to heat them nuts up. It's 8mm air line. I've got a 90° or two 90° 8mm connectors, but I haven't got any straight, so I ordered them earlier in the week. I'm waiting for them to come. I don't want to put that in because it just gives me that little bit more access to get to it. And of course, where's my 8mm air line? So I've got 6mm, I've got 8mm, I've got 10mm. I can see some 10mm. I've tidied it up. It was over there in a box, over at the back over here in a box. I've got a feeling it's up here in the rafters, and I can't get at it because I've got two cars in the way. So that's going to be fun, trying to get at that. I'm not sure exactly where it is. That box is bike stuff. I've got it about somewhere. The trouble is, when I've got my glasses on, I can't see as well where things are. I'm not sure. It's what happens, isn't it, when you tidy stuff away and you don't know where you've put it. I'll find it. Maybe it is down there. I'll have to go hunting. I'll go hunting. But before I do that, I want to get this bush pressed into the hub, into the knuckle, get the back plate on, get the wheel hub pressed into the bearing. I can do that. So new length for the bush, put it in dry. Where's my one? I'm going to use that to press it in because that nicely fits over there without damaging the rubber. Socket underneath. Just got to balance it all, make sure that's down. No grease. Now just need to check the height. Yeah, I'm just checking that this socket, because obviously that's a hex in here that we're clearing. Bags of space as long as I get it, keep it in the middle. Now I'm just judging how much is in the middle on the old one. It's a bit of a weird setup, but a little bit more. That's it, I think. Let's check. push it back 1 millimetre. That's it. So that's that one. Backing plate next. Get the backing plate on. Do that. I don't know, so this is what happens in it when you tidy up. The airline's up there on that bit of wood. I've remembered that. I thought my cutting device was in the cupboard over there. It's not. So where the heck have I put that? I've had it, haven't I? And I've not put it away. And I don't know where I've put it. Because the connectors have arrived. Went and had a coffee. Postman came. Where the heck have I put them? I don't know. Found it. It was in my toolbox. Need to put it back where it should go, shouldn't I? Right, let's get the airline. Well, I thought it was up here. I'm on the ladder. It's not up here. I can see it from here. It's over there. It's hanging on the end of that bike. Right, let's go back down there. I've only just been down there as well. I just need to cut a section off. So a section of this to repair from Land Rover is like £80. And you don't get that much. It's only about 600mm. 2 feet. Ridiculous. Buy it on a roll. So we'll just cut that. It just goes in there. Nice and round. So you don't get any leaks. Put it in the bin. Right, let's go down there and cut where we need to cut. That should be plenty. One of the push fit joiners. Again, just buy them off eBay. Just pneumatic fittings. That's all they are. So then we'll go and figure out where we need to cut. So you can see that that's the bit there where I've melted. Now to me, that looks like 10mm. Because according to the thing, that should be 10mm. Let's just cut it and see. There's a number there. That's the date, I think. But there's me 8. Can you see? That don't look big enough. I think that's 10. I haven't got any 10 connectors. Might be stuck. According to the workshop manual, that should be what do you call it? That should be 8. Let's cut it here. Now, if that's 8, that'll fit on there. See, it's 10. Workshop manual says it's flipping 8. It's not, it's 10. Right, back to the drawing board. Need some 10s. Might have to go to the shop. Buy some 10s. This is why I've left this loose, so I can see where to cut. So then there somewhere will do. Cut there, and then I can drain it there. Put that back on. Right, let's just clean that and cut there. So I don't know what I've already said because I thought it was turned on and it's not turned off. So there's my piece of pipe that I've melted. Just cut it out. It's 10, it's not 8, this is 8. So I need to recut that bit because I'm on a slant and I need to go and get some 10 straight connectors because I haven't got any. The beauty of these is you can reuse them. Push in, pull out like that. Right, back to the drawing board. I've got 10 pipe anyway. It's different colour, it's green. There we go. So that'll do because that's 10. Doesn't matter that it's green, it doesn't matter that it's dirty. But I will cut a fresh piece. I've got a roll there. I am running out, but I've got a roll. Need to get some 10 connectors. It's not going very well today. It's one of them days. This whole job's not going well. See, I've got 10 90s. Can I use 10 90s and get away with it? Because it does go around the corner. I'm going to go and have a look. Might be able to. No, it'll be better with straights. I'll see if I can buy some straights. See if I can go and get some. Let's go get some lunch and see if I can get some from my local supplier. Should be able to, it's just finding where. Right. Back onto pressing the hub into here now, into the wheel bearing. Back plates on there. Bit of medium strength Loctite on these. Just nip down. We're gonna back up the bearing on the inside, so I'll show you what I mean by that. So race there. You're going to support that on the inside, so when you press down from below, from above here to push the hub in, you're supporting it underneath. So we just need to pack up and then support it there on the in race. So we'll do that. So that's what I'm just going to have underneath, just a few spacers, so that then I can rest this bit on top. So then we'll plonk that on top. Make sure it's in the middle. Looks alright there. No, because it's really close, I can't see. But it looks okay. Clear. Okay there, so now I should be able to get this. Well, the trouble is, I've used my spacer that I was going to use underneath. So I need another spacer in there now. That'll work. And then flat plate. This is where lots of bits come in. Looks okay. Are we down? Go in now. Just let pressure off and check. Okay, come back down. Snap rings in. Don't forget that. You can see through the hole. Let pressure off again. Now, I think that's it. Just going to put another spacer in just to make sure we're down and that I'm not at the end ram trap. Yeah, that's it. Let off. restack everything. That can go back on the car. So that's ready to go on. So yeah, just the old inner races underneath, a couple of them. Old bearing shells, brake pistons, some bits of steel that I've had from various things, bush pressing tools, bits and pieces that you just collect. So last night I took out the bracket for the part brake module. I need to give it a wire brush and de-rust it, rust treat it, give it a coat of paint because it's a mess. I'm going to do that, so I'm going to wire brush it now. Take that outside, wire brush it. Now I'm sort of stuck at the minute really until the airline connectors arrive. It's going to make it easier to cut and make that connection square on this bit of pipe, so it's the forward bit. I went down yesterday and looked at the local shops. They didn't have any connectors, so I've just ordered them off Amazon. I think I've got 12 coming for $6.99, so I'm just waiting for them. I want to do that. I had another go at heating up that brake line connector, can't get it undone, so we're going to have to replace that. I need a different type of brake flare tool for this car, so I've ordered that, waiting for that to come, so I'm stuck. Don't want to put the hub on until I've done the brake line, just because it makes access easier, doesn't it? So this side's going to be similar, but I can do that another day. That's the other thing I need to do, make sure I've got the right brake fluid for it. Where have I put my brake fluid? It's probably on the thing at the back. Amazon driver's bin. So, putting the snap rings in for the wheel bearings, plumbing big snap rings they were, it broke. I didn't realise it had broken me the tip of one of me bits there on these big ones I've got. So I bought a new pair. They're tiny. I don't think they'd be up to the job anyway. So I did regrind them a bit, which with a bit more care and a file I'll be able to do that and get them working. So I have got an interchangeable set, but they're not as good as these. Anyway, got the bits. I think that's... Let's open them and find out. I haven't even got the light on. There we go. So all of them $6.99. Let's get this airline fixed. So there's my repair, all in. So I took this out. I'll be able to put the module back through this way as well, but I took this out because I realised that I needed to get the rubber mountings, I'll show you later, off the actual bracket, and I wouldn't be able to get them off without putting them in a vise, which is sure enough, but it gives me better access, doesn't it? So it's actually good. So I will put the thing through this way. What's the thing? The brake module. I'll put it through that hole. I can do that now, you see. I'll do the brake next. So I've replaced these brake pipes on this side now. If I put that down, that's about as good as the light's going to get. So we've got new holes at the bottom, and I need to replace that. Do that next. I bought a new one. I've got a new one. So we've got a new pipe there. That goes up to there and up to there. What I did was I cut it, took all that off. Once I'd cut that, got this in the vise, heated it up and undid the end to check what type of ending it was. It was a din. Then straightened the pipe, put a new nut on, redid the end, rebent it, put it back in. So now we just need to fit a new brake pipe thing because it's snapped. That's that side done too. Same thing. Cut it off, cut it off, cut it off. Put a new end on here, and then joined it all back up. Moved it all back down there. So at the moment we haven't got pressure in it, but we've got fluid in. This side now is ready to have the cable back in, and oh, have we got a drip? I think I just saw a drip. Yep, we've got a drip. There, look. Yep, we've got a drip. I need to nip that one up. These are steel, so you have to do them uptight. So just keep an eye on that now. I think this one's okay, this one's okay. That's why I've not put that spanner away. Right, I'll go and get the bracket and I'll show you the bracket. So I go de-rusted and painted. Mine's got this extra little bit for some reason. So I'll leave that overnight to cure, and then I'll go on tomorrow. So it's 3 coats of spray black. Alright, isn't it? A lot better than it was. So I've had enough for today now. I'm going to pack in for today. I'll see you tomorrow. Get the hub on tomorrow. Get the handbrake module in. Get the cables through. Can start building up then. So we're putting back together now. No more taking apart unless I find something else. See you tomorrow. Morning. It was a cold night last night. -4. It's 1 degree in here. It's still -3. So probably won't be out here very long just yet. I'm going to wait for it to warm up a bit more. It occurred to me that I've repaired that one airline that was melted. I need to check the other one that goes up over the top of the module that was clipped to the side of the module bracket. Now, I said I was going to explain this to you. I'll show you this. So there's the module bracket. This is where the top rubber mounts fit that hold the module. These things. And anybody that knows these and used these before, when you try and take them off, the nuts rust. So as you try and undo the nut, all it does is it splits it off the rubber. Let's get that out of the packet. This has come with a kit. Of course, as soon as I tried to undo the nuts getting it off, it just split. So the rubber comes off, and one half came out with the module, which I got off, and then the rubber fell out. That half stayed in here. So pretty much, well, not like that because they don't fit. So there's a little lug there. You see, there's a lug there pressed out, and they don't fit in there. So I'm going to have to modify that to make it fit. They're the wrong ones. That's Merlin trying to come in. I'm not letting him in. I've still got antifreeze about. Okay, so we might need to rethink that and just check that part number for those. There we go, so that's the remnants of one, and that goes in there. and of course it was just spinning round, so I had to take this bit out to get that out to then reattach it. I had to put that in the vise to undo that bit. That is a lot bigger than that's come. Look at the difference. That's way bigger. That's wrong, isn't it? So I'm going to have to check that. That's what's come with the kit from eBay. That's what they've sent. It's too big. Right, okay. Let's carry on. I'm probably going to go back in because it's too flipping cold yet. Let's go under there and let's check that other air line. Make sure it's not got a hole in it. So this air line here, there's a tiny bit just there, but not sure. So while I can get at it, I'm going to change that bit. I'm going to cut that off and change that. I'm going to put a section in there. The other thing I need to fix is this, because that rivet has corroded through. So I need to drill that rivet out and do that. I'm not going to take it off. All needs painting and de-rusting under here, but I'm not doing that at the moment. Do that another time. Let's get that bit cut out, so let's do that. Yeah, I'm right to replace that piece. There's a tiny little pinhole there as well, while I can get at it, just there. So if I block the end off, blow down this bit, get air coming out of there. So, there's my new piece. New piece of pipe cut. Because it's easier. I'm not sure that's together properly. That's it. Done. Repaired. And if it's a bit longer, I can always shorten it. Right, so I'm going to go in and now I've replaced that. Warm up because my fingers are numb. It's still 1 degree in here, and I'm going to check out this part number, see what the correct one is, see if you can get the correct size, because that won't fit. It's too big. I mean, it'll work, but it won't fit because it's too big against that lug on the bracket. Next thing to do is to get the hub on. But before I do that, I want to wire brush that side, just around the drive shaft, round where the pickup is for the ABS, the wheel speed sensor ring thing. So right, I'll probably leave it at that for this episode because it's over half an hour of footage. So thanks for watching, thanks for your comments, and I'll see you in episode 4 when we'll finish it off. As far as the brakes and everything goes, we'll fit the shoes, we'll get that hub back on, we'll get everything torqued up, we'll get the discs on, we'll get the calipers on, we'll bleed the brakes down, and then we'll make sure it's all working. So see you in episode 4. Basically later today.